There are some streamers who get fan mail, and then there's Jynxzi, because his fans have officially stopped asking, what should we send him? And started asking, what can we possibly fit inside a box? From gifts that are actually insane, to packages that probably should have been stopped by the FBI. We're ranking the 12 wildest things Jynxzi's fans have ever sent him. We're starting with something that is honestly pretty normal. A fan sent Jynxzi a fishing rod.
A fishing rod?
Now, there's just one tiny problem. Jynxzi doesn't fish. He opens the box, looks at it, and basically immediately says,
I don't fish, but thank you.
Which raises the obvious question. Why did you send the man a fishing rod? Did this fan just look at Jynxzi's entire career and think, yeah, this guy looks like he spends his weekends on a boat? Because this is Jynxzi we're talking about. The closest this man gets to fishing is probably fishing for kills in Rainbow Six. And the best part is the fan actually tells him they're sending hate from Omaha. Although, to be fair, Jynxzi eventually admits his brother and cousin fish. So maybe this thing isn't completely useless. He's even like, you know what? I'll fish. That's character development. So I'm putting the fishing rod in C tier. It's not insane. It's not useless, but it's definitely one of the more random things you could send a streamer. And unfortunately for this fan, the next package is about to make this look completely reasonable. Next up, we have something that looks like a normal piece of technology until Jynxzi actually takes it out of the box. It's a webcam, except it's absolutely tiny.
It's a webcam, but it's tiny?
Jynxzi immediately calls it the smallest webcam he's ever seen, and honestly, he's right. This thing is so small that it looks less like a streaming camera, and more like something you'd find attached to a suspicious object in a spy movie. Jynxzi literally compares it to a nanny cam, and then chat starts doing what chat does best, making everything weird. Someone suggests using it for something completely inappropriate, and Jynxzi immediately goes,
wait, so how are you that horny right now, bro?
And that's when you know the package has officially gone off the rails. The fan sent a webcam, Jynxzi got a webcam, and somehow chat turned it into a federal investigation. The funny part is that the camera actually comes with all the cords and everything, so technically, this is a completely functional gift. It's just the size of a Tic Tac. I'm giving this B tier. Not because it's bad, but because I need to save the higher tiers for the packages where the fans clearly woke up and chose violence. Then we have one that genuinely confused Jynxzi. He opens a package, sees what looks like a card, and starts trying to figure out what the hell he's looking at. And then he says,
James Bond? No way that's a real card.
And a few seconds later, did James Bond just send me fan mail? I don't even know what the fan was trying to accomplish here, but they succeeded, because now Jynxzi is sitting there questioning whether one of the most famous fictional spies of all time has somehow discovered his P.O. box. Imagine being Jynxzi, you're opening fan mail, you've already accepted that people are gonna send you weird stuff, and then suddenly you're thinking, wait, is 007 a fan? At this point, I'd just accept it. If James Bond wants to send fan mail, let him. Maybe the next package comes from Batman. Maybe Spider-Man sends him a hoodie. Maybe Jynxzi opens the next box and it's just a letter from the president. The man's P.O. box has apparently become a crossover event. I'm putting James Bond in B tier. It's not the wildest gift, but the confusion makes it worth keeping. And speaking of things that make absolutely no sense, the next one is so big that Jynxzi starts questioning his own body measurements. A fan sends Jynxzi a shirt. Sounds normal, except when he pulls it out, this thing is massive. Jynxzi looks at it and immediately says,
"This will never fit me!"
That's probably not the sentence you want to hear after sending somebody clothing. The shirt is so enormous that Jynxzi basically decides it's not even a shirt anymore. It's a cape, which to be fair is an upgrade. Most people get fan mail and receive a shirt. Jynxzi gets fan mail and receives a new superhero identity. He's the only superhero whose special ability is screaming at his teammates. And the funniest thing is that he still tries it on. Because that's the type of guy guy Jynxzi is. He'll complain about the gift. Then 5 seconds later, he'll put it on anyway. I'm giving the giant shirt B tier. It's funny, it's visual, and it sets us up perfectly for the next package. Because we're finally entering the territory where I start questioning whether these fans actually like Jynxzi. Because somebody sent him a Ronald McDonald suit, and Jynxzi's first response isn't even surprise. It's denial.
I don't work at fucking McDonald's! High Five ban anybody ordering nuggets. A fucking Ronald McDonald suit. Fine, I'll put it on.
At this point, I'm starting to think he has a personal vendetta against the McDonald's Corporation. He's looking at the suit like somebody just accused him of being the CEO. I don't work at McDonald's. We know. Nobody said you did, but now you've spent the last 5 minutes defending yourself against a job you were never offered. And then Jynxzi realizes something. This fan spent money on the suit, so he has to put it on. And this is where everything falls apart. He's trying to get his legs in. He's asking if he's too thick, and then he tears it immediately. The suit barely survives the unboxing, and Jynxzi is standing there like, what am I supposed to do with this? Bro, I don't know. You're Ronald McDonald now. Accept your destiny. But even after destroying the suit, Jynxzi continues to insist, I am not Ronald McDonald. At this point, I think the more he says it, the less believable it becomes. This is an easy A tier. It's ridiculous. It's visual. Jynxzi actually wears it. And the fact that he destroys it while trying to prove he doesn't work at McDonald's, that's just perfect. But now we're getting into the packages that aren't just funny. Some of them actually mess with Jynxzi's emotions. And one fan managed to make him think he had just won $5,000. Jynxzi opens the next package and finds a $1 scratch-off ticket. At first, he's not expecting much. It's literally a $1 scratch-off. Then he starts scratching. He checks the winning number, and suddenly, he thinks he's won $5,000.
Yo, I just won 5K.
You can hear the excitement. Jynxzi genuinely thinks he's just hit the lottery. For a brief moment, everything is perfect. He has $5 grand. He's rich. He's free. He's probably already mentally spending it. And then chat tells him it's fake. Jynxzi's reaction goes from happiness to confusion to pure betrayal. He literally says,
Why the f would you send me a fake fucking scratch off, dude?
That's not fan mail, that's financial terrorism. And then he reads the note. It starts with, Dear Fat Ass. So not only did this guy fake a $5,000 win, he roasted Jynxzi while doing it. That's diabolical. This is easily S tier, not because the scratch off itself is crazy, but because this one actually has a complete story. Jynxzi goes from excited to confused in about 30 seconds. And that's exactly what makes a great fan mail moment. But if you think the next package is going to be another prank, you're wrong, because somebody actually sent Jynxzi something really f***ing cool. We're talking about custom Jordan 11s, and Jynxzi immediately knows this is different. He says Jordans are his favorite basketball shoes ever.
Bro, Jordans are my favorite basketball shoes ever. He's literally sent me.
Then he opens them and realizes they're not just regular Jordan 11s. They're customized with Jynxzi details, his charm, and a champion rank theme. And his reaction is basically best clip of the day. This is probably one of the most wholesome moments in the entire video, because you can tell the fan actually put thought into this. They didn't just look up popular shoes and hit purchase. They made something specifically for Jynxzi, and that's the kind of fan mail that hits differently. The funny thing is that Jynxzi had just been given a fake lottery ticket, and now somebody has basically handed him one of his favorite pairs of shoes. The emotional whiplash is crazy. 1 minute, you're a piece of shit. Next minute, Landon, my dog. That's the fan mail experience. It's either love or psychological warfare. And these Jordans, easy S tier. Honestly, this might be the coolest item on the entire list. But we're not done with the wholesome stuff yet, because another fan somehow managed to send Jynxzi an entire package that made him forget about the chaos for a second. This next package comes from a fan named Daphne, and it starts off pretty normal. There's a shirt, there's some chocolate, then Jynxzi reaches inside and pulls out black ice. And if you've ever watched Jynxzi, you already know why this matters. He immediately starts talking about putting it in his Honda.
This is going in the Honda. Black ice? Are you fucking serious?
He's smelling it. He's excited. And then the fan sends him hand-drawn Naruto artwork.
Oh, they sent more stuff. Yo, they sent drawings? Oh my god, it's Naruto too. One of the best animes ever. You got Kakashi, Sakura, Sasuke, and the GOAT Naruto. And then you got Naruto and Sasuke. Bro, this is actually good fan mail.
He literally says, "That was the best fan mail I've ever gotten." And I love this package because it's the complete opposite of the stuff we're gonna see later. There's no prank, nobody's trying to embarrass him, nobody's sending him something that makes him question his life choices. The fan just looked at Jynxzi and went, "I know what this dude likes." And it worked. Jynxzi even points out how insane the upgrade is, because earlier he opened a certain package that we definitely cannot show on screen, and now he's getting Naruto drawing. This is another S tier, not because it's the wildest, but because it's one of the best examples of actually understanding the person you're sending fan mail to. Unfortunately, the next fan didn't care about understanding Jynxzi, they cared about making him eat insects. Jynxzi opens another package, reads the note, and immediately realizes something is wrong. Then he sees it, gourmet crickets, and his response is instant.
I'm not eating crickets! Fluker's gourmet-styled crickets.
Chat starts encouraging him. Jynxzi refuses. The fan apparently thought they were sending him a snack. Jynxzi sees it as a declaration of war, and honestly, I can't blame him, because imagine opening your fan mail expecting maybe some candy, and instead somebody sends you a can of insects. At least call them something normal. Don't put the word gourmet in front of it. That doesn't make it better. Nobody sees a can of crickets and thinks, wow, finally, dinner. Jynxzi eventually just refuses to open them, which somehow makes it even funnier. The fan won the battle by simply making him look at the can. This is S tier for me. It's weird, it's visual, and Jynxzi's refusal is the entire joke. But now, we've officially entered the danger zone, because the next few packages are going to make YouTube's monetization team very nervous. At this point, Jynxzi opens another package and discovers something that looks innocent enough, until he realizes what it is. It's a chocolate. And Jynxzi's first reaction is basically, that is repulsive, which is understandable, but then he tastes it, and suddenly, that's kind of good. Excuse me? We just went from disgust to a 5-star review. That's the fastest food critic arc I've ever seen, and this is exactly why Jynxzi fan mail is impossible to predict. One minute he's reviewing Naruto artwork, the next minute he's apparently doing chocolate tasting. Obviously, for the actual video, we're gonna censor the package heavily. We don't need to show anything explicit. Honestly, the reaction is funnier anyway. Just show Jynxzi opening the box, cut to his face, and let the audience figure out why he's suddenly saying, that's kind of good. This is definitely S tier for pure absurdity. But somehow, the next package is even more uncomfortable. The final package starts off. Jynxzi opens it and sees a little present, and he's actually excited. He's trying to guess what it is. Maybe something nice, maybe something meaningful. Then he opens it, and immediately, everything changes. It's a butt plug. Jynxzi doesn't even know what to say, and now he has to explain.
I gotta text my mom. Hey mom, if you see a butt plug on the counter, It is fan mail.
I don't think there is a sentence that better summarizes Jynxzi's P.O. box than that. Imagine being his mother. Your son is a successful streamer. He's opening fan mail. And somehow, you're now receiving updates about adult products on the kitchen counter. And Jynxzi isn't even allowed to show it on Twitch, so he decides he'll put it on Twitter instead. Which means this fan managed to send something so insane that it literally had to be moved to another platform. That's the final boss. That's S tier. Subscribe for more videos.